Hello everyone, you're here with Mitch and Ed again from Cirencester Pro Shop doing our latest video for lockdown. So today we've been asked to do the lob or flop shot to add to the chipping ones we've done earlier in the series. So Mitch, over to you please.
Thank you. So obviously with a flop shot, lob shot, whatever you want to call it, we have to get the ball up very quickly. We've got a situation here where we've missed the green. We have a bunker in front. We see this quite a lot on the golf course here, particularly where we have to get the ball to stop very quickly, especially when the green gets firmer and faster, and a standard shot doesn't work. So we've got to get the ball up very quickly. So the first thing we've got in our mind is, how do we do that? Now, I've got a 60-degree lob wedge here. The more loft the better for this situation. Don't panic if you have only got a 56 or a sand wedge, because you can still play this shot. You do just lose out on a bit of natural loft that you could get with a 58 degree, a 60 or a 6, even more than that at times. So as much loft as you can get. In terms of how we're setting up, for those of you that have watched bunker videos, fairly similar in the respect that we do want the ball position slightly forwards in the stance, and we do want to open the face up a little bit to be able to create that extra loft. Versus having the ball central with using the loft on the club, that's going to make the ball come out a little bit lower. That's not maybe going to stop quite as quickly as we need it to. So forwards with the face open. The beauty with having the ball forwards is that it actually helps what we're going to try and do in the swing slightly differently with a lob shot, which is we want to cut across the ball a little bit. So that's going to be part of the backswing coming very much away from my body, but also the downswing coming across the ball, because that's going to help create a bit more spin and help us get a bit more height as well. So the ball position helps us with that, because the further forwards it goes, it helps us cut across a little bit more. Like we said, the club face is going to help with the instant loft. The body still needs to be forwards onto the left side. So again, to demonstrate, we don't want to see the lower body going forwards and the upper body staying back. We want from the upper body leaning forwards about 60% onto that left side, because again, bit of a theme here, we want the club working downwards. If the club is bottoming out too early, then it's either going to be heavy, or if you're scared about taking ground and it's working upwards, you're going to catch the ball pretty thin, or top it straight into where you don't want to be. So we're going to go forwards, open, weight forwards, and then, like we said, you've got in your mind that you're trying to take the club out and across. You might feel that you have to open the stance ever so slightly to help with that, and that's also valid, because again, like we were in the bunker, with an open face, the leading edge is pointing right, so you do need your stance to open up slightly. And then the big thing also in the shot is speed, is making sure that you're creating enough speed. I've got a club, by the time I take, from 60 degrees and open the face even more, I've got such a weak loft that unless I create a lot of speed with a very long backswing, or a longer backswing, I'm not going to be able to make the ball go the desired distance. So yes, I'm thinking in the swing about out and across, but I'm also thinking about creating a longer backswing and actually creating some speed through the ball, relative to if I was hitting a normal shot with the standard loft, I would only need maybe to carry this bunker a swing of this sort of length, whereas yes, with the open face I need it almost twice as long. So like we said, open it up, the club face up, but also your feet, the ball forwards, the weight forwards, and then we're going to try and go across the ball with a bit of speed. And again, you can see there, big divot. You can tell with the divot that the club was working across, but it also tells us that the club is working downwards, which is what we want. I see a lot of people getting the knees going and almost, again, subconsciously trying to help the ball up in the air. What you would have noticed from that shot there is no part of me that wants the ball to go up in the air in the swing. I'm maintaining my height on the downswing and really working the club down into the ground. It's the pre-swing principles of the club face being open, me opening the stance, the ball position going forwards. That's what lifts the ball in the air. It's nothing that I do in the swing. If anything, I actually hit down more in the swing to make the ball go up, because that's what gives me the strike.
Brilliant. Mitch, that's great. So same as usual, everyone, any questions, please email us or comment us on the YouTube channel, and also some suggestions of what we can do next week. They've been well received and we're really enjoying doing them. So stay safe everyone, and speak to you next week.